Today's WNEM TV5 Morning Extra is brought to you by Roof Max of Midland.
Thanks so much for tuning in to TV5 Morning Extra. Remember, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, be sure to like, follow, and comment on the stories that matter most to you. I'm Christine Winter. Lauren is on assignment. Let's go to First Alert meteorologist Matthew Mondro for a check of those rain chances.
Yeah, Christine, we are tracking some of that rain that'll be coming in for tonight, but it actually should start at about 7 o'clock this upcoming evening. So it is going to be at least pretty late in the day that we see the rain starting to move in. But once that rain comes in, it will be sticking around for us for the night. Coming back to this morning, though, we do have some fog out there. That's US 10 right near Mackinac Road from the Fabiano Brothers building. Traffic seems to be going at a pretty normal speed there so far, and we haven't seen any major slowdowns, but just something to bear in mind for your morning drive that you will encounter some fog and some lower visibilities. Temps have been hovering just above freezing. I will still say, given the way roads have played out, especially back roads and dirt roads this week, we could still see a little bit of patchy ice, sort of some brief freezing fog for the morning, but temps will be coming up into the 40s. We're talking 40 itself even by lunchtime today. So if we do see any ice, shouldn't be a long-lived or a widespread issue. In fact, we're on the way to the mid to upper 40s for this Thursday. So a pretty warm day. It'll even be warmer than that tomorrow morning too. So we'll take a look at that and the hour by hour for the rain coming up later. Christine, back over to you.
All right, breaking overnight. One man is in the hospital after a shooting in Bay City, and this morning investigators are looking for suspects. Here's what we know. Bay City public safety officers were called out to Center Avenue near North Farragut Street around 10:45 last night. They found an Essexville man outside of an apartment. He'd been shot in the head. Witnesses reported seeing two men take off in a black SUV. Now, the man who was shot was taken to a local hospital and later had to be transferred to Hurley Medical Center in Flint because of his injuries. He was listed in critical condition. Anyone with information about the shooting is asked to contact the Bay City Department of Public Safety. Also developing out of Bay City, a 15-year-old boy was arrested at the Dow Bay area YMCA. Police say the teen made threats Wednesday with a knife over a disagreement while playing basketball, and he reportedly lunged at an employee who was trying to intervene. Police say the teenager was arrested at his home. Staying in Bay City, sentencing has been delayed for the man who sent the State Theater into bankruptcy. Former director Mike Bacigalupo was set to appear in court January 29th. However, that date has been moved back to February 23rd. He pleaded guilty to wire fraud in a scheme involving two large loans for the theater, money that instead was spent on a project in nearby Winona Park. In Genesee County, Bendel Middle School in Burton is closed for the rest of the week, and that's after part of the roof collapsed. Crews were called out to the school just after 5 Tuesday night, finding the roof had fallen into the wrestling room, which is connected to the gym. Fire Chief Kirk Wilkinson believes drain issues were a factor, noting there was about 6 inches of hard ice with snow on the roof. He worries the collapse has compromised the building's integrity.
One edge of the roof fell down to the floor. The other edge of the roof is still up at the top of the wall. So there's a force pushing out on that one exterior wall. So yes, we're concerned that that wall could fall, or a portion of one or more walls could fall.
We're told no one was inside at the time of the collapse. Still unfolding, a Gladwin County family is being impacted by U.S. military operations in Venezuela. The Rubenacker Odell family of Beaverton has been stranded in Barbados since the 3rd of January. And that's when airlines were forced to ground or reroute flights. Since then, they've been waiting for a way home after JetBlue Airlines told them the soonest return option would be January 15th.
My stomach dropped. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? That's like a whole week plus further than we were expected to be home.
The family says that delay has also caused financial strain, paying out of pocket for extra lodging and food, transportation, also causing work stress back home.
Sure, we could have gotten out sooner for thousands and thousands of dollars. So there were some trips that we could have picked up, but financially that wasn't going to be feasible for us.
They add airlines and the U.S. Embassy were not very helpful, but after some time, the travel company Expedia helped them secure a flight. The family now hopes to be back later today. Across Michigan, State House Republicans say they will sue Attorney General Dana Nessel to protect their clawback of more than $645 million in approved spending. And this comes after Nessel determined the move was unconstitutional. Now, back in December, the House Appropriations Committee canceled the money that had already been set aside but not spent. In a 29-page opinion, Nessel said the Constitution does not allow a legislative committee to veto spending passed by both chambers and signed into law. Her decision is binding on state government unless it's overturned in court. Now, in a statement, Republican House Speaker Matt Hall said Michigan taxpayers need someone to fight for them and stop this absurd and incorrect interpretation of Michigan law. Accusations of child care fraud in Minnesota have some Michigan lawmakers trying to put similar initiatives under the microscope here. Senate Minority Leader Eric Nesbitt is demanding an audit of all child care programs run under Michigan's Department of Lifelong Education, Advancement, and Potential, also known as MyLeap. He says it's to make sure the money is going to help families, not foreign scammers. But the CEO of Early Childhood Investment Corporation says the state already does this.
There is no evidence of any widespread fraud, abuse, or waste in our state's child care system. There are lots of preventive measures in place already to ensure that that is not occurring here in the state of Michigan.
Now, the state agency has yet to issue a response to Nesbitt's call for a program audit. In more local news, if you are in need of food, there is a food distribution happening in Saginaw next week. It is at the East Side Soup Kitchen on East Genesee Avenue. It's happening Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. It will be drive-through, so there's no need to get out of your car. All right, also in local news, plans are in place for a candlelight vigil honoring the memory of late Saginaw Board of Education Secretary Kevin Rooker. He'll be honored tonight. The 67-year-old retired from Carleton Public Schools and died on New Year's Day. That vigil is at 6 p.m. in Weedock Park in Saginaw. You are watching TV5 Morning Extra. We are going to take a very quick break, and when we come back, a story of recovery for a Genesee County dog. Also, Maggie will join us to show us how to skate in Frankenmuth at a place getting national attention. And if you are watching on YouTube, Facebook, or catching a clip on Instagram, we ask for you to like, follow, and comment on the stories most important to you. Matthew's First Alert forecast is back in just about 60 seconds.
We're first alerting you to our next round of a soaking rain that moves in tonight, but we'll actually see these showers first starting up at about 7 o'clock this upcoming evening. So if you have any errands that you're running during the daytime today, especially during daylight hours, you won't have to worry about the rainfall just yet. But we actually have increased those rain totals a little bit more, now up to 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain. That's because we could have a couple of weak embedded thunderstorms tonight. Now, severe weather, that's not expected for mid-Michigan. I do want to make that clear here, but I do want to show you the severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center just because this is not something we very commonly see at this time of year. We're usually talking about this map in May, June, or July. So to be talking talking about it here in January. Again, definitely a bit unusual. The Storm Prediction Center actually has a marginal risk for severe weather up to about the state line. So again, that's staying away from us here. But again, I just wanted to show you this because it is not something we talk about very often in January. But for our visibilities this morning, we've had some fog out there, especially in the Bay region and towards central Michigan. We actually have some school delays over in Isabella County this morning as well. But we will see the fog clearing out of here by the late morning today, and any patchy ice that we might see from some freezing fog, that'll also be going away as temperatures warm up here throughout the morning. So there's that fog leaving towards about 11 o'clock to noon, but then the clouds come in right behind the fog. There's those showers at about 7 o'clock this evening. So Clare, Mount Pleasant, Elma, and Ithaca, some of the first areas to see these rain showers. This is closer to 10 o'clock this evening. A couple of heavier pockets of rainfall moving through. That's where we have that thunder chance for tonight. Also around midnight, we have some pockets of heavier rainfall. Eventually, the rain slows down pretty significantly by about 6 o'clock on Friday morning. From there, the rest of the morning, just a couple of lingering sprinkles, but by Friday afternoon, we'll be back to dry weather completely. Cloud coverage, at least for the rest of the daytime on Friday. Now, temperatures up to the mid to upper 40s for today. We're actually tracking temps even warmer than that, closer to 50 by midnight tonight, and then temps will continue to warm up. In fact, we're talking low to mid 50s as we start off the day on Friday. We'll hold those temps up until about 9 or 10 in the morning. So by lunchtime, we're already back to the upper 30s, and we'll continue to stay in the 30s for Friday afternoon. So the 50s tomorrow. It is somewhat short-lived for our area here. We are going to be sticking with the cooler temps even for the upcoming weekend, and we are tracking mostly just snow showers at this point on Saturday afternoon. After that, we do have a larger cool down that'll kick off around Wednesday next week. So by then, Christine, those highs will be back into the 20s.
All right, well, if winter fun is on your to-do list, we've found an award-winning spot that is hard to beat. Our Maggie Kostraba is live this morning in Frankenmuth at the ice rink on South Main Street, a perfect place to skate, gather, and enjoy the season. Maggie, what's happening there now?
Christine, thank you so much. Yeah, perfect place indeed. You got that right. So if Frankenmuth is on your winter bucket list, look no further than the ice rink to add to your list of things to do. And joined with me now is the man who just mans it all, is Caleb. Caleb, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's been such a fun morning. Thank you so much for making us a part of your morning.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so we're back inside. We're warming up. We can feel our toes now. And so we were skating all morning long, but in here we have so many treats and activities and even birthday parties that people can have. So what's it like inside here as well? Can you have that breakdown for us?
Yeah. So we have a nice warming tent here, as you guys can see. Yeah, we offer birthday party rentals. We have a semi-private room right over here. People can book those right on our website, frankmuth.org.
Okay.
And yeah, there's lots to offer here too.
Yeah. And so 2025, you guys were ranked 4th best ice rink in the country by USA Today. So some national attention. Just how fun is that to get that award and recognition?
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. You know, we put in a lot of work to make this rink a nice place. We have a good team here, so it's really cool to see that recognition, see all that hard work pay off.
Absolutely. So much prep work, so much behind the scenes action taking place. What's something that's challenging to, just with all the upkeep for an ice rink? What's something that is the most challenging that viewers might not realize?
Honestly, the most challenging part is the weather. The weather, it's up and down, rain, sun, snow. So it's a lot of upkeep with that, and it's unpredictable. So
yeah, those darn Michigan winters, you never know, right? So hours of operation, we were chatting. You guys run through the end of February.
Yes.
Side note, Snowfest is coming up. Will you guys be open around that time as well?
We will. Yeah, we will be open. We'll have extended hours for Snowfest weekend. So yeah, it's a busy time, and we love seeing everybody come on in for Snowfest.
Yeah, to just go off of that, you just love people coming in, whether it's their first time or if it's date night or a family hangout place. So just how special is that emotion-wise, just to be a part of all these special memories and just hangouts?
Oh, I love it. I love seeing people come on in, have some fun, putting a smile on their face. That's the best part for me.
Absolutely. So year 5 now. Just what's your favorite part of the job as a whole?
You know, just like I said, seeing people have fun, you know, it's just getting outside, getting active, and just making good experiences for people.
I love that. All right, Caleb, thank you so much. We've spent all our morning here in Frankenmuth at the ice rink with Caleb, so big thanks goes out to him once more. And that does it here at the ice rink for me. So reporting live here one last time in Frankenmuth, Maggie Castrava, TV5 News. Matthew, Christine?
Maggie, thank you. More local news now. A follow-up about a dog that was abandoned and left to die in Genesee County.
She's in a sanctuary and she's doing amazing. She's spoiled and very loved, very well taken care of. She's put on a lot of healthy weight, which has been awesome to see.
Genesee County Animal Control is talking about a German Shepherd named Star. She and her brother Ringo were abandoned in a wire crate in a pond at the Flint Golf Club last October in freezing weather. Ringo had to be euthanized because of his injuries, and the person who left them there has yet to be found. There is now a billboard up in Genesee County to raise awareness on animal cruelty. Back in November, Crime Stoppers announced a reward of $4,000 for information leading to an arrest in the case. Happening today, the Humane Society of Genesee County is celebrating its 100th anniversary. It's hosting an open house at the shelter on Dort Highway in Burton. Runs from 3 to 7 p.m. with a special ribbon cutting ceremony. When the shelter became incorporated on this date in 1926, organizers were taking animals in need into their homes and ran the business side out of the firehouse building that is now home to Tenacity Brewing. By 1946, the focus had shifted from private homes to a brick-and-mortar shelter in Burton. It moved to its current building there on Dort Highway in 1993, and in 2011, it used donations from the community to open up a spay and neuter clinic at the shelter. So many wonderful volunteers and staff there. Congratulations and happy anniversary to them.
Yeah, amazing anniversary, and it's cool to see some of the archival footage.
Isn't it?
From there,
It's so
too.
interesting.
Yeah, it is. First alert forecast here, though, for today. We are tracking some fog for the morning. Rain moves in for tonight. That'll arrive at about 7 o'clock this evening. Very mild day today with temps into the mid to upper 40s, 50s tomorrow morning. We'll cool down by tomorrow afternoon and then into the weekend. Christine, we're right back to the cool weather once again.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us live for TV5 Morning Extra. We'll see you right back here for TV5 News at 9.